Chris Martin, Coldplay's legendary frontman, clad in a casual white t-shirt that clings softly to his frame, its faded edges whispering tales of countless performances. His voice, a vessel of decades of soulful mastery, fills the space as he steps into an interview at an event, his eyes alight with a sudden fervor. Then, in a moment that shatters the silence, he declares with unrestrained passion, "Taehyung's live performance yesterday was nothing short of extraordinary. His voice carries a soulful depth that's rare, and I'm utterly captivated by the raw emotion he pours into every note." This unguarded outburst, a direct echo of Taehyung's Weverse Live on June 20, 2025, has unleashed a wildfire of intrigue among Coldplay's vast and devoted fanbase, thrusting them into the enigmatic, uncharted world of BTS Kim Taehyung, aka V. But this isn't merely a celebrity endorsement. It's a celestial collision of musical universes, a portal to hidden facets of Taehyung's life and talents that even the most ardent ARMY might never have suspected. From Martin's heartfelt admiration to Taehyung's obscure passions, secret rituals, and the shadowy corners of his creative mind, this moment is a treasure chest brimming with revelations. Join us on an exhilarating roller coaster journey as we peel back the veils of this praise, plunge into Taehyung's mesmerizing performance, unearth the rarest, most guarded details of his existence, and watch in awe as Coldplay fans tumble headlong into the irresistible orbit of V. Picture the vivid tableau. A vibrant event hall alive with the hum of eager voices, the atmosphere charged with expectation as Chris Martin strides forward in his weathered white t-shirt, the fabric slightly wrinkled. From a day of travel, embodying his unpretentious genius. At 9:23 p.m. Western Indonesian time, during an interview, the conversation meanders toward musical inspirations, and Martin's face transforms. His eyes spark with a fire that catches the crowd off guard. Taehyung's live performance yesterday was nothing short of extraordinary. His voice carries a soulful depth that's rare, and I'm utterly captivated by the raw emotion he pours into every note. He proclaims, his voice rising with genuine awe, his hands gesturing animatedly. The audience gasps, a ripple of murmur spreading like wildfire, and within minutes, the clip rockets across X, amassing a staggering 2.5 million views by 10:15 p.m. Western Indonesian time. This wasn't a polished soundbite. Martin's passion was a living, breathing force, his words a spontaneous tribute to Taehyung's Weverse session that drew an astonishing 2.7 million concurrent viewers, a number that reflects the global hunger for his art. Coldplay fans, immersed in the ethereal soundscapes of Fix You, Viva La Vida, and The Scientist, were thrown into a state of bewilderment. At Coldplay Dreamer tweeted, "Chris is raving about a Taehyung. Who's this mysterious soul?" At Harmony Seeker chimed in, "If Martin's this moved, I'm diving into this enigma headfirst. Tell me more." This curiosity has unleashed a global odyssey of discovery, with Taehyung's name surging to the top of trending lists alongside Coldplay's, forging an unprecedented fusion of fanbases. For ARMY, it's a triumphant validation of their idol's brilliance. For Coldplay's audience, it's a thrilling invitation to a sonic frontier they never knew existed, one they're racing to explore with unbridled enthusiasm. Let's rewind to the magical hour of yesterday, June 20, 2025, at 9:19 p.m. Western Indonesian time, when Taehyung unfurled his Weverse Live, a performance that has since ascended to legendary status. Fresh from his grueling Special Duty Team (SD) service, discharged on June 10, 2025, he appeared in a snug, dimly lit home studio, the software of exercise equipment blending with the flicker of handmade candles he'd crafted from wax scraps, casting a warm, intimate glow. Dressed in a vintage rainbow t-shirt, its threads frayed from years of wear, his dark hair disheveled from a secretive afternoon of sketching abstract landscapes, and a weathered guitar cradled in his hands, he exuded an unpolished, magnetic charm that felt almost otherworldly. This hour-long session was a kaleidoscope of emotions, soul-stirring melodies that seemed to rise from the depths of his soul, spontaneous bursts of laughter that echoed with childlike joy, and intimate revelations that captivated a staggering 2.7 million viewers, a testament to his unspoken power. He opened with a breathtaking reinterpretation of Layover's Slow Dancing, his velvety voice weaving through jazzy improvisations that hinted at influences from a rare, dust-covered Ella Fitzgerald vinyl he'd unearthed in a Daegu antique shop during a rare SDT leave, a find he guards like a sacred relic. Fans caught a rare, fleeting glimpse of a new riff, a haunting melancholic melody born from late-night jam sessions in his Seoul apartment, where he'd sit by an open window, letting the city's night sounds shape his notes, a ritual few know about. This riff, which Martin later hailed as genius in his interview, was a spontaneous creation, recorded on a cracked phone screen he refuses to replace, a quirky habit tied to his sentimental nature. Taehyung connected on a profoundly personal level, reading fan comments with a warm chuckle, dedicating a stigma a cappella to a birthday fan with teary eyes that glistened in the candlelight, and sharing a quirky, seldom-told tale of accidentally overspicing his kimchi jjigae while experimenting with a wild mushroom he'd foraged near his childhood home in Gyeochang, a dish he'd perfected for his dog Yeontan during SDD solitude. His humility shone through when he shrugged off praise, murmuring in a soft, almost shy tone, "This is all for ARMY's love, it's their energy that fuels me." This intoxicating blend of raw, unfiltered talent and unguarded, rare moments is what ensnared Chris Martin, and now Coldplay fans, leaving them ravenous for every hidden detail of his life. Chris Martin's praise isn't a random gesture. He's long held BTS in high regard, their 2021 My Universe collaboration a testament to his admiration. But this interview moment felt like a deeply personal epiphany, a spontaneous outpouring ignited by Taehyung's live replay. Whispers from industry insiders suggest Martin, in Seoul for Coldplay's clandestine recording sessions at a tucked-away studio, stumbled upon the Weverse session while sipping a late-night espresso, his white t-shirt stained with a splash of creativity. His voice has this soulful quality that pulls you in. It's rare, like a hidden gem unearthed from the earth, he elaborated during the interview, his hands tracing the air as if conducting an invisible orchestra. Pressed by the interviewer's eager questions, he leaned in closer, his t-shirt shifting with the motion, and added with a grin, "I'd jump at the chance to create with him. His energy is infectious, like a breath of fresh air that revitalizes the soul." This connection likely springs from Taehyung's emotional resonance, a mirror to Coldplay's lyrical introspection, but with a twist of K-pop's youthful vigor. A music insider at Soulful Tunes tweeted, "Martin sees a kindred spirit in Taehyung's expressive soul. A collaboration could be the musical event of the decade." Coldplay fans are now dissecting Taehyung's solo catalog with forensic zeal, with that Fix You melody marveling. His Blue and Gray feels like a lost Coldplay track, recorded under a moonlit sky. Chills run down my spine. A lesser-known thread. Taehyung once confessed in the live to sketching Martin's silhouette from a Coldplay concert poster he'd kept since his teens, a secret admiration that adds a layer of serendipity to their bond. This mutual reverence hints at a future partnership, a fusion of K-pop's vibrant pulse and Western rock's introspective depth that could redefine 2025's musical landscape. Coldplay's fanbase, fiercely loyal to the band's atmospheric anthems, is plunging into Taehyung's world with the fervor of explorers uncovering a lost civilization. At Chris Inspire shared, "Watched V's live after Chris's praise. His voice is a revelation, softer yet stronger than I ever imagined, like a whisper that roars." At Coldplay Echo posted a meticulously curated playlist blending clocks with layover captioning. "This fusion is hauntingly beautiful, a symphony of souls." Taehyung's Sweet Night rocketed 250% on global charts in 24 hours, per Spotify data, as fans stream his work with insatiable curiosity, uncovering tracks like Winter Bear that reveal his tender side. This journey extends beyond Taehyung to BTS, with Coldplay fans probing, "Is V the group's hidden poetic soul?" At Viva La Soul tweeted, "Just heard Dynamite, V's tone stands out like a beacon in the night, a quiet storm." Fan pages like at Coldplay Discovers V have mushroomed, sharing surreal edits of Martin and Taehyung in Imagine Studios, their white t-shirts a symbol of shared artistry, stoking the excitement to fever pitch. A rare tidbit, Taehyung's habit of humming Coldplay tunes during SDT marches, a secret he let slip while strumming his guitar, has Coldplay fans swooning, with that yellow vibe noting, "He's one of us, a soldier with a songwriter's heart." Another hidden gem. He once carved a small wooden flute during SDT downtime, playing it to soothe his squad, a skill he hinted at but never showcased. This cross-pollination is reshaping fan identities, blending ARMY's fervent devotion with Coldplay's introspective passion into a vibrant new community. Taehyung's live was a labor of love, woven with threads of unseen dedication that reveal a side of him rarely glimpsed. Bigot insiders speaking in hushed tones reveal he spent a week transforming his studio into a sanctuary, testing acoustics with a vintage microphone he'd salvaged from a crumbling Daegu market stall, its brass gleaming with history, and arranging candles he'd molded from wax scraps collected during SDT supply runs, a quirky ritual born from necessity. He wanted it to feel like a late-night chat with friends, a safe haven for ARMY, a staffer confided anonymously, their voice tinged with awe. He practiced his new riff with obsessive precision, drawing from SDT-inspired melodies he'd scribbled in a tattered notebook during guard duty under the stars, a habit few suspect, fueled by the solitude of night watches. The candles, he later revealed, were infused with lavender oil he distilled himself, a secret hobby tied to his grandmother's herbal remedies from Gyeochang. The Martin praise was a fluke of fate. Martin watched the replay while nursing a late-night espresso in his Seoul hotel, his white t-shirt stained with a splash of ink from a spontaneous lyric jotting, moved by Taehyung's raw vulnerability. Taehyung's team admitted he was floored by the interview clip, his hands trembling as he watched, adding a layer of authenticity that resonates. A rare detail. He'd recorded a demo of the riff on his cracked phone, intending it as a birthday surprise for ARMY's anniversary, not anticipating Martin's reaction. A gesture of gratitude tied to a childhood memory of gifting handmade toys to his siblings. This organic, serendipitous moment underscores his magnetic pull, drawing global icons into his orbit like moths to a flame. The Lives replay, now soaring to 8.5 million views, reflects its timeless allure. A testament to his unspoken influence, ARMY and Coldplay fans have merged in a symphony of celebration, their voices rising in a harmonious crescendo. Hashtags Taehyung skris, hashtag #VColdplaySeoul, hashtag #VLiveMystery, and hashtag #VHidden Flute trended globally, with an astonishing 20 million posts by 11 p.m. Western Indonesian time. A digital tidal wave of excitement. At Taehidden Gem crafted an edit blending Stigma's haunting notes with the scientist's ethereal chords, calling it a secret masterpiece that transcends time. At Coldplay V Admire joked, Chris just crowned V our honorary frontman, white t-shirts unite. Live reactions on Weverse included sobs over his birthday song, with that V secret joy typing, his vulnerability broke me. Those teary eyes will haunt my dreams. Another fan at V Flute Whisper pleaded, show us the flute, we need that magic. The hashtag Taehyung collab challenge exploded, with fans covering his riff on flutes, guitars, and even makeshift instruments, tagging Martin with pleas for a duet, turning the moment into a global movement that echoes through virtual halls. A hidden gem emerged. Taehyung's offhand mention of sketching portraits of his SDT comrades during downtime, a talent honed in the barracks' dim light, has fans begging for an art exhibit, with that V art unveiled tweeting, V's sketches could rival Van Gogh. This fusion of fandoms highlights his universal draw, uniting diverse souls in a shared quest for his secrets. Taehyung's live peeled back curtains on talents buried deep within his soul, revelations that even dedicated ARMY might overlook. His sketching hobby, a silent passion nurtured during SDT solitude, surfaced when he flashed a doodle of Yeontan mid-live, its lines capturing the pup's mischievous grin, a skill he perfected by drawing maps for his squad, a secret duty that earned him quiet respect. This sparked hashtag Taehyungart trends, with fans unearthing old photos of his childhood sketches of Gyeochang's rolling hills. He admitted to composing poetry in a leather journal, its pages yellowed from SDT rains, a secret passion tied to layover's cryptic lyrics, with that V poet soul tweeting, V's words could fill a lost epic. A rarer detail, he once wrote a poem for a fallen SDT colleague, a private elegy he keeps locked away. His love for vintage vinyl, including a scratched Ella Fitzgerald record he bartered for with a local vendor during leave, influenced his jazzy improvisations, a nod to a jazz club he visited incognito in Busan. Even more obscure, he's mastered a traditional Korean knot-tying art, pansori-inspired hand movements, from his grandmother, a skill he practiced to calm his nerves during SDT drills. These hidden layers weave a mystique that captivates and confounds. The Taehyung-Martin chemistry promises a genre-defying collab, a sonic tapestry that could reshape music's future. Taehyung's R&B soul, infused with jazz undertones from his vinyl trove, could meld with Coldplay's pop-rock elegance, crafting a ballad that transcends eras and borders. At Music Soul Fusion predicted, a Taehyung-led Fix You, with his flute weaving through, would dominate 2026 charts and hearts. Insiders hint at a Seoul studio session with Taehyung's riff, born from SDT night watches under a crescent moon, fueling speculation of a masterpiece in the making. At Tune Alchemy noted, this could birth a new sound, a fusion of war-torn resilience and ethereal hope. A secret unveiled. Taehyung once hummed a Coldplay-inspired tune to his SDT squad during a rain-soaked patrol, the melody lifting their spirits, a story now viral among fans, with that V-flute echo tweeting, "That flute moment in the rain legendary." Fans have woven a global celebration, a vibrant tapestry of art and music. In Seoul, V-night projections showcased his doodles and riff, illuminating Han River bridges. New York's Coldplay BTS mashup raised funds for art therapy, honoring his sketches, while a knot-tying workshop paid tribute to his heritage. Brazil's #Taehyung Chrisart trended with dance art hybrids, and a Tokyo fan at V Chrismuse shared, "We sang his riff at a shrine, tied knots in his honor, pure art and soul." Charity drives supported young artists and veterans, inspired by his SDT poetry, with that Global V Inspire posting, "V's hidden talents inspire a movement." His private ritual of reading poetry to Yeontan under the stars, a solace during SDT, now fuels intricate fan fiction, with that V-poet dream weaving tales of his Baroque nights. Martin's praise catapults Taehyung's stature into the stratosphere, reshaping K-pop's global narrative. At K-pop Hidden Star tweeted, "V's unseen talents, art, poetry, knots, are unlocking new cultural worlds. K-pop's future is infinite." This could spark a wave of art-music collabs, with labels eyeing Taehyung's multifaceted genius. His post-discharge pursuits, music, sketching, poetry, and knot-tying, position him as a cultural pioneer, potentially shaping BTS' 2025 era with a depth that spans continents. A rare insight. His SDT commanders noted his knack for calming tensions with impromptu knot demonstrations, a skill that could inspire peace initiatives tied to his music. Bigot urged safe festivities, a call we echo with fervor. The live remained virtual, with fans respecting his space, their admiration channeled into virtual art galleries, flute performances, and knot-tying tutorials. Follow Weverse, BTS socials, and at Taehyung Legends for more revelations. Taehyung's live, amplified by Martin's praise, unveils a multifaceted genius: singer, artist, poet, knot-tyer, flute player. From captivating Coldplay fans with his SDT secrets to uniting ARMY with his hidden rituals, he's crafting a legacy that transcends BTS. As the group reunites in 2025, his star ascends to celestial heights. Music and art lovers, let's celebrate this fusion. Share his untold tales, from barracks flutes to geochong knots, and stay tuned. Kim Taehyung is a universe of wonders waiting to be explored, a constellation of talents that will light up the global stage for generations.